Good morning, everyone. I am Chai Pan. Today, my groupmate and I are going to present our assignment A2. Here is the rundown of today's present. First, let me give you a brief introduction. For the project background, after the landslide, both carriageway of Hing Road was entirely blocked by the soil and rock, which also obstruct drainage system and immediately raised the possibility of another collapse, so Hing Road was permanently closed. But the road is a crucial link serving the surrounding residential areas, school, and industrial zone. The long-term traffic disruption raised serious public concern about the slope safety. After reviewing the background scenario, a few project objectives are concluded. First, for the public safety, we want to make sure there are no more slope movement during or after the work and remove any potential life-threatening risk. Second, for the traffic restoration, we want to lessen the impact of the community and economic by reopening at least one lane for controlled traffic as soon as it is safe to do so. Third, for the task quality, some strengthening element will be applied in order to put in place a high-quality climate resilient slope upgrading plan that can endure future period of intense rainfall, such as the soil nail.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Liang Haoxuan. I will present to the contents regarding of the work breakdown structure. To achieve rapid response phase implementations and risk controls for the emergencies public safety project, we have conducted a work breakdown structure for the project. According to the project requirements, we have divided the task into 6 stages. At the same time, the task of each stage has been classified by level. For the work breakdown structure of the project, we have made a more detailed task divisions for its 6 stage and create such a table. Here we have taken a part of the table as a demonstration. The content of the tables mainly includes task stage, task name, predecessors, relationships, duration, responsible unit, and resources. By consulting relevant literature and some case materials, we have divided the 6 stage of the work into 34 tasks and sort out the information to determine the reasonable time required to complete each task. Meanwhile, we have gained a general understanding of the purpose and context of each task. Take monitoring and early warning task as an example. The purpose of the task is to ensure the smooth progress of the rapid work and prevent the occurrence of the secondary disaster. The main contents of the task includes deformation monitoring, environmental parameter, monitoring multi-sources data fusions and analysis, and early warning release. Based on the information and considering safety and efficiencies, we have studied and discussed the determinants of the most reasonable sequence of the operations among various tasks. For instance, the work of the cleanup stage can only commence after the task of the settings of safety protection facilities is completed. To ensure the safety of the cleanup personnel, the on-site investigations and data collection tasks and the stability assessment tasks can be carried out simultaneously, which can accelerate the efficiencies of information sharing and shorten the task time. Such a process arrangement can enhance the efficiencies of the rapid work, ensure safety, reduce the total project durations, and resources consumption. Next, my partner will continue to present the analysis results of the work breakdown structure.
Hello, I'm Lian Yi. Now let's move into the core planning tool we used for this project, the activity list, project network diagram, and Gantt chart. First, we develop a detailed activity list and precedence table based on the work breakdown structure. This helps us clearly visualize the hierarchy and logical sequence of all tasks, ensuring nothing was overlooked. Next, we construct a project network diagram. Initially, we tried a purely sequential approach using only finish to start relationships. However, this resulted in an excessively long project timeline. To optimize the schedule, we introduced start-to-start relationship between certain tasks, allowing them to proceed in parallel when possible. This gave us a more efficient activity on node network. The final version you see is here. We then improve all test data into Microsoft Project to create a Gantt chart. This visual tool allows us to track tasks durations, dependencies, and progress easily. More importantly, it clearly highlights the critical path, the sequence of tasks that determines the project's minimum completion time, as well as the flow time available for non-critical activities. Throughout this project, we were able to identify key tasks that could be accelerated and those that require strict sequential execution, especially those related to safety. Now that's my part.
Good morning. My name is Wen Ho. Our group analyzed the Landslide Emergency and Permanent Treatment Project. Critical path after full forward and backward pass calculation, we identified the single driving critical path with zero total fault 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 4, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31, and 37. It contains 228 pure work days. The longest continuous segment is activity 23 and 24. Deep drainage 60 days plus earth and stonework 100 days. Total 160 days, which is 70% of the entire critical path. Any delay here will cause the delay of the full reopening. Fault analysis, main critical path fault is zero. We must closely monitor 3 linear critical activities. Activity 11, stability evaluation has only 4 days fault. Activity 22, detailed design has 42 days, and activity 32, handover unit has about 3 days. If any of them delay beyond their faults, they will join the critical path. And there are 3 SS activities, and activity 5 and activity 6, activity 10 and activity 11, and activity 30 and activity 70. And those SS relationships could easily take 50 to 60 days, was safely compressed to only 26 days without compromising safety. And optimizing focus, the real bottleneck is the 160-day chain of activity 23 and 24. For activity 23, deep drainage, adding horizontal directional drilling rigs and non-reaching excavators can safely cut 10 days. And for activity 24, earth and stonework, dividing the landslide into 3 to 4 independent zones, introducing night shift and more heavy equipment can reduce it from 100 to 80 days. And together we can shorten the 160-day segment to 130 days and compressing the entire critical path.
Hello everyone, this is the 6-part design rationale and real-world consideration. Our entire schedule follows one golden rule: safety first, efficiency second. For safety, every activity that could put workers or drivers at risk is locked with strict finish to start relationships. Nobody enters the site until debris is fully cleared. Even one lane only responds after self-inspection, completion acceptance, and independent safety assessment. Long-term earthworks and vegetation are also pure FS to guarantee structural safety. For efficiency, we use start-to-start relationships wherever safety was not compromised. Long-term design, deep drainage, real-time monitoring, and vegetation restoration all start earlier, save rough 3 weeks and achieving partial reopening in about 40 calendar days. We also fully considered Hong Kong realities, typhoon season, multi-department coordination, and the intense public pressure. The biggest lesson is that long-term ecological restoration remains the critical pace bottleneck. Future emergency projects should adopt design build from the beginning. In Hong Kong, people only accept the one result: fast and absolutely safe.
Let me make a short conclusion now. Our suggested plan allows for partial single lane reopening as early as day 71 and full road reopening in 228 working days following the incident, thanks to a thorough For WBS and the CPM, the plan reduced the overall length without affecting worker or public safety by selectively introduce start-to-start link for non-critical parallel works and strictly enforcing finish-to-start relationship for all safety-critical operation. This is our reference, and this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening, and questions are welcome.